Good morning in the beautiful, bright, sunshiny, and now quiet Galilee morning. But it did not start out that way. I'm just going to use my phone for notes because that's the easiest way to remember. It has been so very, very busy this morning in our area. It was around about, hang on, that was around about 5 o'clock when the red alert came in. That sent me scurrying to get the dogs out of the kennel and in my bedroom with me, because if I don't do that when the red alerts go off and the rockets start popping and missiles start, they basically break out of their cage and they can hurt themselves. So that was about 5 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up to that to find out, oh, we have a ceasefire. So that's what we've been told. But let me just say this for those of you who are believing that Trump bartered a 12-hour ceasefire. This is not a peace treaty. When I got to the internet to see what was going on, the whole world was talking like Trump had made a peace treaty. This is a 12-hour ceasefire. And to cut to the chase, I'll tell you the end of the story, and then you can stick around if you want for the rest of it. Iran has already broken that 12-hour ceasefire. So we woke up literally to red alerts coming from Iran and um, Yemen at the same time. It was a twofer. We got a lot of twofers today, and that was very much with intent and purpose. But 5 o'clock is when we woke up, and there was no time to do anything. It was just like, the red alert and everything was here. 5 o'clock is when we woke up, and then the missiles kept coming after that. We had at least five more from Iran, and three of those were twofers, and then there were a couple of singles from Yemen themselves. And then the last one that we got, which was around 7:15, was from Iran itself without Yemen. So Iran has already broken the quote unquote 12-hour ceasefire that was brokered by Trump. And the one that I woke up to this morning, the missiles coming up from Yemen, I believe, hit Beersheba. And a friend of mine, Ruthie Cohen, on Facebook, struck her building. There are at least four people dead, more than 20 injured. The missile struck so early, it was 5 a.m., that the people were still in bed. And there are rescue teams still digging people out. The number of dead could rise. So I would just say to you, don't be a Trump cheerleader. I mean, no doubt, maybe he thought he had something good for us, but it's not happened. We don't have a true ceasefire. This 12 hours is just to explore the possibilities of what can happen. We are fine. I'm exhausted. It was very hot and heavy. Um, Again, what they tried to do is a lot of what they were doing yesterday, and that was cover the entire nation and send all the Israelis running to bomb shelters. And they did get early on what I would call, from a war perspective, a strategic hit, a military victory by taking civilian lives in Beersheba. It wasn't enough. They kept going. They kept going to 7:15 this morning. So take that with a grain of salt, with the rest of the information that you have, and just to realize that this may not go the way the whole world thinks it will, just because, you know, Elohim spared Trump's life, and obviously he did, or he would be dead. Doesn't mean that Trump is the one that's going to bring something great about in the Middle East and in the U.S. Yes, he's trying, but there's no ceasefire. This is a temporary situation, and I will tell you that Iran acted exactly as Hamas. Hamas has always fired at the last minute up until the the deadline, the beginning of the ceasefire, and then pretended like they want peace, pretended that they were going into these negotiations. That's exactly what Iran has done, except for in this case, after the deadline began, after 7 a.m., we had a couple more firings from Yemen. So while Iran quit, Yemen helped them by keeping the missiles up after the ceasefire timeline had begun. So that's what's going on. We are safe. I am a little ticked off. It's not a nice way to spend the day or start the day. We've had orders that we can come out of the shelters, but that we need to stay close to our protected area. We have no idea what today is going to bring. I didn't even go out and feed the birds and my parrots until 9 a.m. because it just didn't feel safe to step out the door. Not only were there several, one, two for our area, two of four, two of, there was, I think there was only two for our area proper today, but then also there's the shrapnel from the stuff you can hear nearby. So I didn't even feel safe to go out until 9 a.m. this morning and take care of the parrots. Oh, I'm just going to pop up. Ceasefire is now in effect. Please do not violate it, Trump. What's he say about our dead people in Beersheba? Anyway, war makes merchandise of people. We're safe. A little miffed, a lot miffed actually. I don't like that this is happening. If it's a ceasefire, it needs to be ceased. It doesn't need to be try to kill as many people as you can up until the timeline. That's not somebody who has peace in their heart. So with that, I'll let you go, and I am going to try to have a normal day, although we've been told to stay next to bomb shelters, and I'm not exactly sure what my normal day is going to look like. Thanks for watching.